This is the safety video for the disc and belt sander. We have a metal disc or metal belt sander in this room. You should not use this for wood. I actually lock this out most of the time, so no one can come over here and use it for wood. It is not intended for wood. There is no dust collection on this. If someone was to use this for wood, it would fill up with dust. Then someone else could come over here and use it for metal, not knowing someone used it for wood. Now they're spraying sparks all throughout this machine. It's full of wood. It could cause a fire. This is not for wood. Please do not use this for wood. I normally keep this locked out so people cannot use this for wood. Always take a look at the sandpaper on this, making sure it's not torn or damaged. The same goes with the disc sander. If it's torn or damaged, it could rip apart while you're using it. Always make sure it is in good shape. Only one person can use this machine at a time. It is not a multi-person tool. When you use this machine and you go to turn it off and wait. Wait for it to come to a complete stop. The same goes for the disc sander. Turn it off and wait. Wait for it to come to a complete stop. Your finger should never be within 2 inches of the sandpaper. 2 inches is roughly the length of your thumb. Keep your fingers back. Metal can become extremely hot when using this machine. We have a little bucket here. You can dip your metal in the bucket to cool it down. You don't want to burn yourself. You always need to ask permission when using this, and if you come up with some special idea that you want to use this for, you need to ask my permission first. The same goes with the disc sander. This is the disc sander. The disc sander is only intended for wood. It is not intended for metal. Don't use it for metal. It is not intended for metal. The disc sander is connected to a dust collection system. The dust collection system is located there. To turn on the dust collection system, we push this button. It's very loud. You must always have the dust collection system on when using the disc sander. If you were to sand metal on here, you would then introduce sparks into a dust collection system. We have a whole lot of swirling dust in the dust collector. There's a whole lot of oxygen, which is needed for fire. You have a whole bunch of airborne dust, which is like fuel, which is needed for fire, and you have an ignition source being spark. You could actually cause an explosion. You do not sand metal on the disc sander. Only one person at a time can use the disc sander. You can adjust the angle of the table on the disc sander. You should only ever do that when it's turned off. The table is made of metal. If you do it while it's turned on, the table can become in contact with the sander. It could cause sparks. Only adjust the table when it's turned off. The disc rotates this direction. We only sand on this side of the disc, making sure our material is flat on the table. If you sand on this side, your material can actually get picked up and thrown. We only sand the table on the left side. If you went to the big wood shop, their disc sander spins on the opposite direction. You need to be aware of that. Always make sure this machine comes to a complete stop before you walk away from it. And if you come up with any special ideas on how to use this machine, come and talk to me first before you come up with your special idea.